I would like to start with your winemaking background. How did you get into winemaking? And just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I've got probably 15 years in the field. Um, I um, I actually started in the business way back when I was in college. I gave tours at Almaden Vineyards when they were around in San Jose, California.
Okay.
Um, and they were one of the founding wineries in our state. I worked at J. Lohr for about 4 years, running their tasting room and their hospitality events. Um, um, Left that place, bought a Volkswagen van, traveled around the United States for 2 months, wound up in Seattle, and applied for a small job called a wine steward at Canlis, and I worked at Canlis for a little bit. Um, and then I left the field altogether after Canlis. I actually pursued a career in writing, and I did pretty good. Um, and you know, never got the Great American Novel published, but I did end up becoming a hired pen for corporations. And I think it was actually April 15th, 2007. I was riding my bicycle down a hill, got hit by an 89-year-old lady, wound up in Harbor View. They didn't know if I was going to actually walk. Thank goodness I am. But that caused me to rethink about what I was doing and how much I actually really did enjoy the wine business, how much I enjoyed the concept and the idea of people sitting down to break bread with wine. So I went back to school. I went to a place called the Northwest Wine Academy. And so it's a little bit like the Walla Walla Community College program, college sellers, in the sense that people can go and actually learn how to make wine on a very practical level. And at my age, when I got hit, it was important for me to take that step. So I learned how to make wine there. I learned what to do and what not to do. And I started to do lots of my experimentation back at that time. And I never graduated with my certificate. I actually made it through the whole entire production program, did my internship, and then I just took this settlement money from the bicycling accident, bringing that full circle. And we used that to actually bond our garage and start the winery.
Wow.
And so I do have practical experience there. We outgrew the garage in about a year, and I approached a buddy out in Eastern Washington, and I made wine at their location through 2019. And we've been up here in Woodinville since 2020. And I made the wine in a place called Sunnyside, Washington. So I would live out there for 2.5 months every single year. So I love Eastern Washington. I'm very, very familiar with what it's like to be out there. So, yeah, so that's a little bit of background about how we got started. So
excellent.